Did you know that every invoices, purchase orders, PDF, and images you attach in Dynamics 365 Business Central consumes a valuable database storage? If your Business Central database keeps growing, there is a smarter way to manage attachments, external file storage. In this video, I will show you how this feature can help improve performance, reduce storage cost, and keep your Business Central environment scalable. As businesses grows, so does the number of document attachments like vendor invoices, customer contracts, delivery note, compliance certificates, product images, and much more. Traditionally, these files are stored directly inside the Business Central database. Over the time, this increases the database size, slows the backups, and even requires additional storage capacity. With external file storage, Business Central stores these files, documents in a service like Azure Blob Storage, Azure File Shares, or the SharePoint folders, while users continue accessing them exactly the same way from the Business Central. Hello, my name is Anish Agarwal. I work as a Business Central consultant. You can follow me on LinkedIn, YouTube channel, or to my website https://msdynamicsblogs.com for more updates. Setting it up is simple. First, create an external file account by connecting Azure Blob Storage, Azure File Shares, or the SharePoint. Next, assign the document attachments, external storage scenarios using a file scenarios assignment page. Once enabled, every new attachment is automatically stored in your external storage location. If you have already have attachments stored in the Business Central database, you can migrate them using a storage sync feature. Let's do a quick setup in Business Central and see how it works. Okay, so this is my Business Central environment. I'll just navigate to the file external accounts. So I'll just search for file external account on the search window, and then now you have an option external file accounts, or you can directly go to the setup of external file accounts. So I'll just navigate to the external file account so I can get the list of all the accounts which has been already configured, but for me there is none. So I'll just click on add a file account here. I'll say next. Now here I wanted to connect this with the Azure Blob Storage. I have already created my blob container there. So I'll be using this one. So click on next button. You can provide any name as an account name. So I'll just say Business Central Test. And here you need to provide container name. So you can just take it from your container. Now here if you see there are the two options, authorization type, whether you want a shared access signature or the shared key. For now I'll be using a shared access key which you can obtain easily from your blob container security and privacy section. So I'll just put my secret key, which I got it from my Azure Blob Storage. So I'll just copy this and then I'll paste it here. And we'll see how it gets connected. So now if so, make sure you are choosing allow once. Sometimes it does not work with the allow always. So make sure you are choosing allow once. Click OK. This will give you the list of all the folders inside the container. So this is my Business Central test and test container. So I'll be using this one. So I'll say OK and click on next button. So now you can set this as a default if you have only one, but if you have a multiple one, then you can set based on your requirements. So for now, I'll just set it as a default for here. Now, once this is the setup is done, now you can assign us email scenario, sorry, the file scenarios just by clicking on navigate and file scenarios. For now, if you see there is no assignment has been done, so you can click on assign scenarios. You can just get the list of all the scenarios which you have created. If you want to add a purchase, sales, specific folders, then you can create your file scenarios. And then you can select those for each of your containers. So for now, I'll just use the standard one, document attachment external storage. I'll say okay. Now it is asking me, do you want to configure the external storage settings now? I'll say yes. Now this page is basically for creating your folders within that container. Now here there are some options like storage sync, whether you want to sync it from your Azure Blob Storage to the Business Central based on your document type and your folders, or if you want to sync a file from your business central to the blob storage. Either way you can do it using a storage sync. Then you can, if you want to migrate your existing files, whatever you have on your data business central database, that is something can be migrated straight away to your Azure Blob Storage and can be linked to your document attachment section there. So all the files will be deleted from your business central database and can be moved directly to the Azure Blob Storage. So this option is for migrating your files. Now, if you want to see some of your document attachments, so you can see directly from here what are the documents that has been in your business central system. So these are the basic list of document which I have on my system at this point of time. So now what I can do, I can just to enable, I can select root folder if I have any, but if I don't have any, I can just say I don't want any root folder. It can be just created within the container itself. So I'll say yes. So now my uh, the external storage setup is done. Now if you see there's upload and delete the policy. So if you have any attachment which is on your database at this point of time, once it is migrated or had been moved to the blob storage, it will also delete the file from your database. So your capacity constraint will go away. So you will have a free space on your storage capacity. So let's do one thing. Let's move our existing files to the Azure Blob Storage. Let me just quickly navigate back to the storage file storage. So basically, this is my blob container, and I have mapped this Business Central test folder container. So I have only one file, test.txt here. Now I'll run a migration. So let's see if Business Central can move all the existing document attachments to the blob storage. Yeah, so now just click on additional scenario setups. Now I'll say migrate files here. So if you want to apply any filter within the document attachment section, then you can do. Otherwise, you can just run it for all the no files needed to be migrated. It's saying, okay. So let's do one thing. Store. Now I want it to external storage, and I want move this file. Instead of doing a copy, I can just move those files to the storage. And I can also define a maximum capacity, like I wanted to do hundreds of files, not more than that for now. So I'll just say okay. I'll say allow once. Now this will actually create the folder based on the structure, and transfer all the attachments. So here if you see 11 attachment has been successfully transferred, 8 have been failed because those were the documents that was added within the purchase order section. So yeah, so now let's move back to the Azure Blob container and then see if the documents has been transferred or not. So I'll just quickly refresh this, and if I just go back and click on the Azure Blob Storage. Now, if you see here, there's a name created, and which you can find it on the storage connection as well. Now here, system has created the relevant folders, and within each of your folder section, there will be a files residing. So these are the attachments that has been added. All your existing file will be transferred to the Blob Storage. Now let's move back to the Business Central screen and let's attach a new file and see how it works. So let me just close this. I'll navigate to one of the purchase orders. Or let's do one thing. Instead of adding this in the purchase order, let's go to the vendor card and then attach it because there is no folder created for the vendor there. So we can also test whether it is creating a vendor folder or not. So I'll just use a Fabricam. So I'll just upload any test file. I'll just drag and drop it here. So let's go back to the Azure Blob Storage and see whether this can be seen. Now let's also check if this is in Business Central database or it is uploaded to the Blob Storage. So now here, if you see, this has been stored externally. So this file is no more in the Business Central database. So stored internally is no, and stored externally is yes. So this means the file has been stored to the external folder instead of saving it on the Business Central database. Let's go back to the Azure Blob Storage and refresh this screen and then see. So if I'll just navigate back to the Blob Storage and click here, now under this folder, I can see now vendor folder here. So under the vendor folder, the file which we have just added now can be seen. So here are the 4 reasons why you should consider enabling this feature. So it reduces the Business Central database size, improves the system performance and backup times, lower storage cost by using cloud storage, continue using the same familiar attachment experience, no user training required. Business Central automatically uploads the new attachment to your configured external storage while maintaining the attachment links inside the application. Yep, if your organization manages thousands of invoices, contract drawings, or compliances document, external file storage is an excellent way to keep your Business Central environment efficient and future ready. It helps reduce the database growth, improve performance, and leverage the secure cloud storage, all without changing the user experience. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and follow for more updates. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.